Hi, welcome back. So we were loading or reloading the DOAJ Directory of Open Access Journals. We had begun the coverage cat load, it finished, and then it created a titles not in file. I saved it here, and now we're going to review those titles not in file, and we're going to do that in Sierra using the create list function. If you remember, we move the delete candidates over to the create list, and then you can go into each one. And there's 77, so I'm only going to do a few, but the maintenance and the troubleshooting is always the same for these. So there's a couple ways that you can do it. You can just go through these and delete the check-ins that don't work. Or while you're there, since you're in the record, you can review it for other maintenance. If you decide that you don't want to review it for other maintenance, when you get done with the coverage and cat loads, you're going to need to run a few create lists and then have either someone globally remove those things or um, do it yourself. And the general rule of thumb is if there's 20 or so, you can go ahead and do it yourself. If there's more, you might want to have someone globally remove it, and that would be the serials librarian. So you would send her an email saying what list you want removed, but that's a little bit further down the line. So what I'm going to show in this instance is the reviewing the check-ins and doing the maintenance at the same time. Um, so let's just go ahead and get started. So we're going to see there's no holdings, so we can go ahead and delete that. Yes. There's one other record attached. It's ProQuest. That's not an open access database. So I'm going to remove the open access tag. I'm going to hit save, close, review, remove, and there we go. Same thing here. There's another one. It's ProQuest again, so we can go ahead and remove the open access tag and remove it from the list. This one, same thing. There is a law record attached to this, but it doesn't look like it's internet. So we're going to remove the open access. We're going to remove the electronic journals. We're also going to remove the internet location. And then we're going to hit save, and that cleans up that record. So remove. Same thing here, delete check-in. As you can see, there's nothing else attached. So in this case, we're going to delete the brief bib. At the end of the month, one of the other librarians will run a load and delete all the deletions, all the bcode 3Ds from our system, so it won't show up in summon. So here we have nothing attached, so we can go ahead and delete that. So for DOAJ, oh, okay, this is a good one. So we have something attached. So this, what happened here is the holdings changed, and so it was a delete candidate, but it's not something we're going to end up deleting, so we can go ahead and move on. For DOAJ, 77 titles is probably about average for a monthly reload. In February, there were 300, so I'm not sure how you're going to want to do the maintenance on these, but as you can see, even moving fairly quickly, it is somewhat time consuming. So this is going to go on for a little bit, and I am going to cut the video off here. You've seen everything that can come up. These are all paid. I know that just offhand, so I can go ahead and delete that. If you don't know if it's an open access database, then you will need to review the resource record, and if there's something attached, we'll need to review the resource record and see if it's open access. So here's another one where the holding is still there, so we can just move on. Let's check a few more of these. We'll do maybe 5 more. 1. As you can see, DOAJ, a lot of times we don't have any other internet access available. So that makes it an interesting database in that sense. So if we didn't know if communication source was open access, we would have to go into Sierra, do a resource record search, and then we would see the rights type. Up here, there's several rights types. Open access is O. It is the only one that gets the open access 690 tag. So now we know that this is not open access anymore, so we can delete that, hit save, and remove it. So I think I said 5 more, so we have maybe 2 or 3 more to look at. And then we will be done with this video. But as you can see, there's 77 of these. In this period of time, I've gotten through the E's. So this type of procedure may need to be under review to see if you want to continue doing it. But that is this procedure. So I'm going to stop here, and we will pick up with reviewing the load results on the first load that we did. And I will see you then. Thanks.